If you don't know how to use psychology to sell people, you're gonna have a really hard time being successful in business, because business is all about selling. And you won't be able to be good at selling if you don't know how to psychologically really entice the customers to go ahead and perform what you want. And just psychology is so important when it comes to advertising. And if you don't spend 5 minutes to watch this video, your cost per lead is just going to go through the roof, because your ads won't psychologically just affect and cause people to go down the route you want them to. So you definitely want to watch this video, because this has saved me thousands and thousands of dollars, and it's literally has helped me cut my lead cost in half and increase my ROAS by 2 to 3x just by applying all these things I'm just going to give away in today's video. Before we go into today's video, let's start by announcing last video's winners for $1,000 worth of courses, consulting courses with me. The winner's here. If you guys want to qualify, all to do is drop a comment below, follow me on Instagram, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and like this video, and I'll be picking the best comment every single video. But let's get right into today's episode. So psychologically powerful lead gen ads. So what you want to do is you want to start your ad with a hook. You want to introduce yourself and tell people what you do. Hey, my name's Andy, and I like to help people turn their life around by teaching them how to go ahead and make a reliable source of income. And you want to hook them in, but it's not what you think. And this hook is very powerful, and it really intrigues the audience. It gets them to continue watching, and it's super powerful. Like now they're like, okay, what do you mean it's not how you think? What's different? What's unique? What do you do differently? And that's how you hook people in. And then what you change is whatever I turn in green, that's where you can go ahead and switch up your particular details. Then you want to explain what you do. So this is more hooks. Everyday people / clients come to me because, and when you say everyday people come to me, it adds a lot of social proof, it adds a lot of authority, and it's like another hook. Like people now want to know, why do people come to you? And that's another strong hook. And you want to answer, they want to ... to be able to obtain that laptop lifestyle that they've always been looking for, being able to spend more time with their family and friends. So here's another hook. You want to hook them with the opportunity that they're looking for. Then this is super important. This is a very strong way to subconsciously qualify people and filter out the people that you don't need. And you say, even though they put in the qualifications, they have the money to spend on their Shopify store, Facebook ads and product research, they tell me ... Here's another example. Even though that they already know what they're doing, they already have a profitable Shopify store, and that they're really dedicated, they tell me ... So this is where you can go ahead and just plug in whatever criteria you need, and that goes ahead and filters everyone that's not within that criteria. So if you don't want clients that don't have money, you say, even though they have the money to spend, and if you want someone that's already successful, they're able to create a sort of slightly profitable Shopify store, and you want someone very hardworking, and they're super hardworking, and bam. Now, only people who have those criteria will continue watching. And that's why this part is so powerful. This is a great way to subconsciously exclude unqualified people. Like no one's talking about this stuff. This is very high level content that every guru is doing, and they're just sort of doing it on you guys. Like they're not revealing these things, and I just want to reveal everything and give you guys all their tricks so that you guys can go ahead and apply this to your own business. You basically going to list the type of clients that you're looking for. Next is pain points. Then you go ahead, they tell me that they can't seem to profitably scale their store without losing money. Every time they try to scale, the ROAS just drops. So you want to put in pain points. You want to know your ideal customer inside out so that you know their pain points inside out, so you can relate to them. Another example, they can't seem to get the ball rolling and build that profitable online store that they're hoping for. They don't have a clear direction or blueprint, and they're just heading in 20 different directions. That's sort of what every sort of person that's starting Shopify feels like, and I'm able to directly relate to them with this pain point that they all go through. Then what's the goal of this? You want to entice that reaction of, wow, that sounds just like me. That's the goal of doing all these steps. Then next thing you want to do is you want to add in emotional relatability. And you do that by saying, and they tell me that this makes them feel totally uncertain and confused, and they're not sure it's worth the process. Everyone's telling them different things, and none of the things they're trying are working as they should. Another example, And they tell me that this makes them feel super frustrated as they want to be able to hit those bigger days. Some days the ROAS are through the roof and other days it's just super unprofitable, and this roller coaster that they go through is just not sustainable. And this is how you go ahead and entice emotional relatability. And then by saying, and they tell me, this is very subconsciously important, as you don't want to tell others how they feel. You want to say, other people tell me. You don't want to be saying, this is how you feel. No, other people that are in a similar situation tell me blah 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 blah. You want to maintain authority and relatability, and you're aiming for that, oh, I feel exactly like that reaction. And then you want to double down on the emotional relatability by saying, and if this sounds familiar to you, you're not alone. Lots of people are going through this. Personally, I've spent thousands of hours watching contradicting e-commerce YouTube videos and wasted thousands of dollars on useless courses that have taken me nowhere. Everyone can relate to this. Another example, if this sounds familiar to you, you're not alone. Lots of people go through this. I've spent multiple six figures on scaling products inconsistently and unprofitably. I tried everything down to the 20% increase rule, the doubling rule, the duplication rule, and in the end, I was just all over the place. Everyone that's sort of learning how to scale goes through this exact same issue as well. Then what you want to do next is you want to low-key redirect them to a story. So the low-key redirect can be something like this. And if this sounds familiar, I get it. Here's what I tell them. There's one thing that always works, and that is to follow a proven step-by-step blueprint. That's one example, or another example. And if this sounds familiar, I get it. Here's what I tell them. There's one thing that always works, and that is to follow strict KPIs for scaling and killing. And then tell them, because it's just much easier for viewers to digest. You don't want to say, this is what I recommend you, because that's just too intense. You want to be like, this is what I tell them, and them are the people that are within the current audience's sort of niche. Then you want to go to the story. And this is super powerful, because this is sort of where people are able to really relate to you, invest it into your story, and that's why you want to use a story. So the story you can say is, it reminds me of my experience with completing an escape room maze. When me and my friends went through it for the first time, it took forever. It was so stressful and we had no clue where to go, where the clues were, and we kept getting stuck. After losing the challenge, we listened through the loudspeaker as the staff guided us step by step through the maze, and following her blueprint and instructions, it was a piece of cake. See how in the story really ties into what I was saying before, how I want to sell the importance of following a proven blueprint, not trying to figure it out on your own. Like, this story completely relates to it, and it's just doubled down on my initial sort of content and qualifications. If you don't know where to get stories from, here's a bunch of sources. You can use personal stories, you could search up company success stories, like talked about how McDonald's really took their business to the next level, search up how Coca-Cola became this massive company, and you use those stories as stories. And you could also use other entrepreneur stories, talk about what made Gary Vee successful, what made Grant Cardone successful, what made Bill Gates, Steve Jobs, and use these stories to relate to what your goal is. And if that's not enough, here's another crazy strategy. Just Google story about the importance of following a blueprint. And literally when you Google this, there's gonna be a bunch of stories. And then you wanna recap the point. So main recap. So as you can tell, the one main thing to do is always be following a proven blueprint. Double down on what the audience needs to solve their pain point. Then you'll add in a helpful tip, because that's what they're looking for and you want to give value. And the formula you could use is, and one of the most reliable formulas for blah, 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 blah. And here's my example. And why is following a blueprint so important? Because you don't want to be wasting time and money running around like headless chickens, trying 5 different strategies, getting 0 results. Keep it simple, and you don't want this crazy long tip, because people just have short attention spans, and you want to go straight to your offer. And if you want to learn my proven dropshipping blueprint and how it works, click the link below or head to www.andymai.org, and you want to go straight to close. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate your time and effort. Please be sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Be sure to share this video to anyone that you feel like that doesn't have a blueprint and they're just sort of confused and they're running in different directions. Share this video to them, send it to them. Other than that, I hope you guys have an amazing day. And if you're doing a live call, you could be like, hey, I see 5 people watching. Hey John, thanks for watching. Do you have any questions? And you can just do Q&A and really invest into your current audiences if you're doing this live. This is definitely a formula that you could use for live Facebook videos or live YouTube videos. But yeah, that's the whole formula on creating psychological powerful lead gen ads. Like, this tutorial was so powerful. It took me ages to put this together. There was so much knowledge, and this is something that I've learned from powerful gurus such as Frank Kern, Grant Cardone, Sam Ovens, Alex Becker. Like, all these gurus charge thousands and thousands of dollars for their knowledge and course. I'm just giving it away completely for free on this YouTube channel. So I really hope that you guys are getting value from this video, and all I ask is for a simple like, subscribe, and drop a comment. Question of the day: have you ever been involved with lead gen advertising? Drop it in the comments below. Let me know. Affiliate marketing, building email lists. Let me know if you've ever been involved with lead gen ads, and give me your thoughts on this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this really long, straight to the point, and really condensed PowerPoint on how to go ahead and create these powerful lead gen ads. As always, these slides completely for free in the description below. I want to give you guys as much value as I can completely for free, so get these slides. And other than that, I hope you guys have an amazing day. Peace.